And bringing out our referees and officials to walk the full deck, our athletes for the first event doing their walk behind the blocks as well. And our referees and officials, tonight's referee for the ladies' events, Edith Clashing. And our gentlemen for the referees' events, for our gentlemen's events, I'll get my tongue straightened out here, Maria Espinal. Our starter for the ladies' events, Hilroy Imanis. And our starter for the gentlemen's events, Mayanus Trump. And with that whistle, our referees and officials are in their proper positions at the starting blocks. The 11 and 12 ladies for the 200-meter individual medley. At block number 1, it's Puerto Rico's Alondra Cuellas. At block number 2, it's El Salvador's Isabel Alas. At block number 3, Puerto Rico is Zengli Ruiz. At block number 4, Bermuda's Alan Daly. Block number 5, Bermuda Peyton Zelkin. At block number 6, Guatemala's Krista Jurado. At block number 7, Guatemala, Daria Esmato. And block number 8, Virgin Islands, Audrey Moore. Ladies, 11 and 12, 200-meter individual medley.
Good evening and welcome to day 4 of the CCCAN Swimming Championships at the National Aquatic Center in Balmain, Cuba. We are in the 200-meter individual medley segment of the 11 to 12 girls, and in lane 1 we have Alondra Quiles of Puerto Rico. Lane number 2 Isabella Alas of El Salvador. In 3 is Angeli Ruiz of Puerto Rico. 4 Elan Daly of Bermuda. 5 Peyton Zelkin of Bermuda. 6 Hirado Krista of Guatemala. 7 Istamul Daira of Guatemala. And in lane number 8 Audrey Moore of the Virgin Islands. And to the action in the water to swim in lane number 4 with a slight lead over the swim in lane number 5. Both athletes have had reasonable success during the course of the CCCAN Swimming Championships. Again, both of Bermuda, and taking the 1-2 in the 200-meter individual medley is lane number 4, Elan Daly of Bermuda, and taking the silver, Peyton Zelkin, also of Bermuda. That time, 2:29.27 is the winning time for the gold medal, 11 to 12 girls, 200-meter IM. The bronze goes to Isangeli Ruiz of Puerto Rico, 2:34.63.
And getting ready now, the gentlemen 11 and 12. Ricardo Joseph at block number 1, Sebastian Lars at 2, Sam Williamson at 3, Jorge Arraz at block number 4. Line number 5 is Justine Masuko, 6 Gabriel Martinez, 7 Gabriel Medina, and 8 is Max Wilson. Gentlemen, 200 individual medley, 11 and 12.
This is the 200-meter individual medley for males, 11 to 12, and in lane number 1, Riquelme Joseph of Team Trinidad and Tobago. Lane 2, Sebastian Lares of Panama. In 3, Sam Wilkinson of Bermuda. 4, Jorge Aruz of Honduras. 5, Josean Masuko of Puerto Rico. 6, Gabriel Martinez of Honduras. 7, Gabriel Medina of Puerto Rico, and in lane number 8 is Max Wilson of the Virgin Islands. This is the 200-meter individual medley for males, 11 to 12. And of course, the 200-meter IM features the first one length of each of the 4 strokes in swimming. You start with the butterfly, then backstroke, breaststroke, and freestyle. Athletes are now on the backstroke leg. See some strong swims from the swimmers in lanes number 2, 6, and 8. And touching first after the first 100 is swimmer in lane number 2 from Panama, Sebastian Lares. Coming up next, 13 to 14 girls, 200-meter IM. In the water, the swimmer from Team TTO is in lane number 1. That's Riquelme Joseph. Fastest qualifier this morning was Jorge Aruz, leading him in the middle of the pool, lane number 4. He did a 2:26.14. But at this point in time, it's a swim in lane number 2, who seems to have the edge over the rest of the pack. Lane number 2 is Lares of Panama. So we'll see what's going to happen in this last 50 meters. Medal contention, many swimmers in medal contention. The gold medal still up for grabs. We see a strong lane 2, that's Panama, Sebastian Lares. Also lane number 3 of Bermuda, Sam Williamson. Lane number 4, Jorge Aruz. All in the mix for the gold. All in the mix for the gold. It seems like Lares still has a small lead over the rest of the pack, but the swimming lane number 3, that's Williamson, is giving him a strong challenge in this 200-meter IM. But it's in lane number 2, we have Sebastian Lares, but Williamson is still in it. But touching the wall first, it's the swimmer in lane number 2. That's Sebastian Lares of Panama, 2:23.31. The silver going to Sam Williamson of Bermuda, 2:23.87. And the bronze going to Jorge Aruz of Honduras, 2:25.31. Team TTO's Riquelme Joseph was 7th in 2:34.15. Up next, girls 13 to 14, 200-meter individual medley.
The ladies 13 and 14, 200-meter individual medley. And we have to be careful of the whistles around the start. We heard a whistle there. The swimmers are confused as to which cycle they are on. The get ready whistle has been blown. The next whistle, a long straight whistle, will be the step up whistle.
200-meter individual medley for girls 13 to 14 in lane 1. We have Gabriana Banks of Jamaica. Lane number 2, Luciana Quesada of Costa Rica. Lane number 3, Adriana Gooding of Team TTO. Lane number 4, Alondra Ortiz, also of Costa Rica. Lane number 5, Danielle Titus of Barbados. Lane number 6, Tanya Fernal of Suriname. Lane number 7, Jada Chatur of Team Trinidad and Tobago. And Puerto Rico's Camila Gonzalez in lane number 8. This is an excellent field of 13 to 14 athletes, hoping to all medal in this race. Any lane, medalists could come out from any lane. But if you look at the middle of the pool, it's the swimmer out in lane number 5 in the lead at this point. That's Barbados' Danielle Titus. This is the backstroke leg. Up next is the breaststroke. It will be followed by the freestyle leg. This is the CCCAN Swimming Championships coming live from the National Aquatic Center in Vancouver in Trinidad and Tobago. It's coming up to the backstroke flags right now. It's the swimmer in lane number 5 touching the wall for this first 100. That's Danielle Titus of Barbados. Suriname's Tanya Fernal a little way behind in second so far, and third Camila Gonzalez of Puerto Rico. Things change up a lot in the breaststroke leg. And if you look out in lane number 6, Fernal is putting on a strong challenge to Titus. We have the swimmer coming up in lane number 8, so Camila Gonzalez of Puerto Rico, also seeking medals. But it's Titus still with a narrow lead over the swimmer in lane number 6. That's Fernal of Suriname. Out in lane 8, it's Gonzalez of Puerto Rico. You're up to the backstroke flags. Few more meters to go for this breaststroke leg until they take off with the freestyle. And touching the wall first at this point in time, it's lane number 5. Still Titus with a narrow lead over Fernal, and it's now a sprint to the finish, 50-meter freestyle to end this 200-meter individual medley for girls 13 to 14. We have Titus in the lead with Fernal on the heels. Lane number 5 is in. Lane number 4 is in the mix as well. Ortiz of Costa Rica. Out in lane number 8, we have Gonzalez within reach, but it's still Danielle Titus leading straight throughout this race, and she's powering home to win the 200-meter individual medley for girls 13 to 14. That's Danielle Titus of Barbados winning the gold. Tanya Fernal of Suriname winning the silver in 2:31.21, and the bronze going to Alondra Ortiz of Costa Rica in 2:32.12. Team TTO's Adriana Gooding was 6th in 2:36.22, and Jada Chatur 8th. Team TTO 2:38.19. Now we're on to the gentlemen 13 to 14 200-meter individual medley. And watch out for lane number 5, our very own Christopher DeFentala of Team Trinidad and Tobago. So the action in the water, 13 to 14 200 IM. Lane 1, we have McCollum Clark of Barbados. 2, Alejandro Panting of Honduras. 3, Jadon Willis of Antigua. 4, Nkosi Dunwoody of Barbados. 5, Christopher DeFentala of Team TTO. 6, Fernando Carrillo of Panama. 7, Sebastian Carrillo of Costa Rica. And in lane number 8, Lamar Taylor of Bahamas. These are the lane assignments for the 13 to 14 boys 200 IM. Getting the first touch so far is Nkosi Dunwoody, just ahead of lane number 8, Lamar Taylor. That's in the butterfly leg. But now we're on to the breaststroke and the skiing competition in the water. We have lanes 4 and 5, but lane 5, DeFentala of Team TTO, who already has 2 goals in the bag, is in the lead, slightly to go for the rest of the pack. We have the swimmer out in lane number 8, Lamar Taylor still in it. Barbados, Nkosi Dunwoody, right on the heels of DeFentala. Very close race for the top 3 right now, and touching the wall first after the backstroke, it's actually Dunwoody, DeFentala, then Taylor, all within other Carrillo from Costa Rica. But in the lead right now, it's Christopher DeFontala of Team TTO in this breaststroke leg, just ahead of Dunwoody. This is a close race, and we'll see what the freestyle leg brings. Let's see. The first touch goes to DeFontala, then Dunwoody, but it's just a very with the narrowest of margins. It's DeFontala and Dunwoody, and it's just pure pace going to the end of this race. It's DeFontala and Dunwoody, and look, sneaking up out in the outside lane. It's lane number 1. That's McCullum Clark looking to make a bid for the medals, but it's DeFontala opening up that gap on the rest of the field. He is over a body length ahead of the rest of the field now, 2 body lengths. It's Christopher DeFontala at the flags, and he coming into the world first is swimming lane number 5, Christopher DeFontala, in a time of 2:13.75, with his 3rd gold medal. Congratulations to Christopher DeFontala. The silver goes to Nkosi Dunwoody. Team TTO athletes in the 15 to 17 girls, but we'll give you the lane assignments. Mariana Navarrete of Panama in 1, Julieta Canavale of Costa Rica in 2, Selena Marquez of El Salvador in lane number 3, Reese Valerie of Guatemala in lane number 4, Marisa Lugo of Puerto Rico in 5, Brianna Renault of Jamaica in 6, Ana Pastrana of Honduras in 7, and Keely Maduro of Aruba in lane number 8. So we just had a change. Obviously there were some scratches, and we've seen Team TTO Sabrina David has been promoted and is now from alternate. Now she is in lane number 1. So watch out on the scoreboard. You'll see the new lane assignments. David in 1, Carnaval in 2, Marquez in 3, Valerie in 4, Lugo in 5, Renault in 6, and Pastrana in lane number 7. So in this 200 meter individual medley, 7 athletes. Also, we'd like to thank our sponsors, Powerway, Dasani, Ministry of Sport and Youth Affairs, Petrotrin, Sport Company, First Citizens, Dasani, Holiday Foods, Lemon Lime, and Bitters, Astral Pools. Sure, you're enjoying the broadcast right here on Triamara Live. We even allowing you to see some of the underwater action in the state-of-the-art facility. The cameras give you some of the underwater shots. In the lead at this point is swimming lane number 4, Grace Valerie of Guatemala. She was the fastest qualifier this morning. She's within 1 minute and a half of the CCCAN record, so let's see what she can produce this evening. But she's in the lead in lane number 4, and lanes 3, lane 5 also in the mix. That's Marquez and Lugo. So this is the 200 meter individual medley for girls 15 to 17, and Valerie is en route, already passing the 15 meter mark in this 200 meter individual medley. We're on the last length of the 200 IM. This is the 50 meter freestyle length, and it's the Guatemalan Valerie in lane number 4. 15 meters to go, and she still has a comfortable lead over the rest of the pack. It's Reese Valerie of Guatemala who's going to power to the wall and touch first, and the time 2:20.42. And look up at that scoreboard. 2:23.23 was the old record since 1987. 2:23.23 was the old record. Sylvia Pohl with the new record being 2:20.42. This record is actually older than her, 1987. Congratulations to Grace Valerie, the new record holder in the 15 to 17 girls 200 meter individual medley. Up next, the 200 meter individual medley for boys 15 to 17. Lane 1, Enrico Molly of Suriname. Lane number 2, Webster Buzo of Virgin Islands. Lane number 3, Alexis Soto of Puerto Rico. Lane number 4, Jared Arroyo of Puerto Rico. Lane 5, Luis Sebastian Weeks of Barbados. Lane number 6, Ethan Daly of Bermuda. Lane number 7, Gordillo Eric of Guatemala. And then lane number 8, Luke Gillette of Team TTO. This is the 15 to 17 boys 200 meter individual medley. The record is held by our very own George Ravel, set back in 2001, the time 204.51. So 200 IM coming here live from the National Aquatic Center, Balmain, Vancouver, CCCAN Championships. This is the 30th edition of these championships. Following this, we'll have our first award presentation of the evening for the 200 meter individual medley.
Ahora estaré anunciando la carrera que están viendo en su pantalla. Ahorita está en la primera fila Enrico Molly de Surinam. Estos son los chicos de 15 a 17 años, 200 metros individuales. De las islas está Webster T. Bozo. De Puerto Rico tenemos a Alexis J. Soto. De Puerto Rico en la cuarta fila tenemos a Jared Arroyo. En la quinta fila tenemos a Luis Sebastián de Barbados. En la sexta está para Bermuda Ethan Daly. En la séptima de Guatemala tenemos a Gordillo Eric. Y en la octava y última tenemos a Trinidad y Tobago con Luke Gillette.
And back to the action in the waters. He's swimming lane number 4 in the lead. That's Jared Arroyo, Puerto Rico. 209.95 was his time this morning. Let's see what he will do this evening. And he's coming into the wall first. That's Jared Arroyo of Puerto Rico, 206.44. The silver going to Gordillo Eric of Guatemala, and the bronze going to Luis Sebastian Weeks of Barbados. Team TTO's Luke Gillette was 8 in 218.84.
Para la final del masculino de 15 a 17 años, 200 metros, de primero tenemos a Jared Arroyo de Puerto Rico. En tercero quedó Barbados y en segundo quedó igual. Para el femenino, mayores de 18 años, 200 metros, tenemos en la primera fila a Trinidad y Tobago, Melina Marcano. En la segunda fila tenemos a Guatemala. Guatemala siendo representado por Fernanda Archila, de 20 años. En la tercera fila tenemos a Honduras, representado por Karen Vilorio. En la cuarta tenemos a Costa Rica, representado por Milena Murillo. En la quinta tenemos a Costa Rica otra vez, representado por Verónica Quesada. En la sexta, tenemos a María Fernanda Farr, representando a Panamá. Y en la séptima y última, tenemos a Daniela Navarrete, representando a Panamá también. Acá para terminar los primeros 100 metros, la segunda fila, acá tenemos en la segunda fila Guatemala tomando la frontera. La tercera viene pasándola, la tercera sería Honduras que la está pasando. Acá comenzando los últimos 50 metros de la carrera, Honduras y Panamá, María Fernanda y Karen han llegado al otro lado de la piscina al mismo tiempo, pero Honduras sigue llevando la frontera y parece que Honduras y Panamá van a quedar en los primeros puestos. Es una carrera muy intensa. Segundo y tercero va a ser peleado por... Las dos niñas de Costa Rica van a estar peleando por segundo y tercer puesto, pero aquí llega María Fernanda de primera, Karen de segunda de Honduras y de tercera Verónica de Costa Rica. Para repetirles para repetir los premios y en qué lugar quedaron con qué tiempo: María Fernanda 1 minuto 53 de primera de Panamá, de segunda ha quedado Karen Vilorio de Honduras 2 minutos 26 con 57 y de tercera tenemos a Verónica Quesada de Costa Rica 2 minutos 29 con 64.
So taking gold in the last event.
18 and over for the 200 IM. At the conclusion of this race, we will present awards for the 200.
We're waiting for the official time to come up on the board. And this 18 and over girls up next will be the 18 and over boys for the 200 IM. And lane 1 would be Vasquez Brian of Guatemala. Lane number 2 will be Christian Bayo of Puerto Rico. 3, Adriel Sanes of Virgin Islands. Lane number 4, Tariq Lashley of Team TTO. Lane number 5, Matthew Mays of the Virgin Islands. Lane number 6, Jonathan Farah of Team TTO. Lane number 7, Alfonso Duran of Honduras. And in lane number 8, Ricardo Torres Jr. of Panama.
Gentlemen, 18 and over, 200 individual medley.
'18 and over male, 200 meter individual medley for males, 18 and over. We have Team TTO's Tariq Lashley in 4. Team TTO's Jonathan Farah in lane number 6. And this is the 18 and over 200 IM. Following this, we'll have the award presentations for these 200 meter individual medley events. Presented by Daniel Timothy, one of our former national record holders. Back to the action in the waters. The swimmer in lane number 3 in the lead at this time, Sanis of the Virgin Islands. Still early in the game, we still have the breaststroke and the freestyle legs in this 200 IM. Remember, today is the penultimate day of the CCCAN Championships. Tomorrow we have the finals of diving and also we have swimming. Today we witnessed synchronized swimming with Aruba being declared the team champion in a synchronized swimming events. In the lead now in the waters is swimming lane number 3. That's Sanis of the Virgin Islands. Right now, body length lead over the rest of the pack. We have Lashley in 4 in contention. Also, Farah is still in it. But it's Sanis in lane number 3 who is in a comfortable position at this point in time. Sanis in lane number 3, followed by Lashley of Team TTO in lane number 4. And also swimming 5, that's Matthew May. Working hard. We still have lane number 2 is also powering, trying to get into the medal contention, but it's Sanis, Lashley, Sanis, Lashley, and touching the wall first is a swimmer in lane number 3. 2:08.81. Second going to Tariq Lashley, 2:09.05. With the bronze going to Christian Bayo of Puerto Rico, 2:09.69. Jonathan Farah of Team TTO was 6th with 2:15.96.
And we take a break in the competition now to present awards.
El primer lugar se lo está llevando Guatemala, Brian Vázquez. El segundo lugar se lo lleva Cristian Bayo de Puerto Rico. Discúlpeme. El primer lugar se lo lleva Virgin Islands, Sans Adriel. El segundo lugar se lo lleva Trinidad, Tariq Lashley. El tercer lugar se lo lleva Puerto Rico. Puerto Rico representado por Cristian Bayo con un tiempo de 2 minutos 9:69.
We'll take a short break for the award presentation. So there's 200 meters medley. And then up next, we have the 50-meter breaststroke events. 50-meter breaststroke sprint is up next for all age groups. So you ask you to stay tuned to StreamR Live. Remember, we will have results posted later on swimtt.com. You can also follow the Swimming Association on Instagram at swimtt and on Facebook via swimtt as well. So we ask you to continue tuning in. Hope you enjoying the coverage thus far. We have one more day to go in the CCCAN Championships, which has been hosted right here for the first time in Trinidad and Tobago. This is the 30th anniversary of this meet, and Trinidad and Tobago are the proud hosts. We hosted all disciplines: synchronized swimming, diving, open water, water polo, and now pool swimming. And Trinidad and Tobago is making a bid to win these championships, or win the swimming portion at least. Yesterday we were just 27 points ahead of Puerto Rico, and hoping to extend that lead tonight. Take a short break and we'll be back with the 50-meter breast.
In fifth place, El Salvador's Isabella Alice. In fourth place, Guatemala, Krista Dorado. The bronze going to Puerto Rico's Angeli Ruiz. The silver to Bermuda's Peyton Zelkin. And the gold to Bermuda's Alan Daly. And again, congratulations to the ladies 11 and 12 for the 200-meter individual medley. In the gentlemen's 11 and 12 200 IM, 8th place going to Puerto Rico, Gabriel Medina. In 7th place, Trinidad and Tobago's Rigelio Joseph. In 6th place, Virgin Islands, Max Wilson. In 5th place, Puerto Rico's Christina Masuko. In 4th place, Honduras, Gabriel Martinez. The bronze going to Honduras, Jorge Arras. The silver to Bermuda's Sam Williamson. And the gold to Panama, Sebastian Lars. And we're going to switch those out for the gentlemen's event in just a moment. Again, Honduras in 3rd place, Jorge Arras. Bermuda in 2nd position there with Sam Williamson. And Panama in 1st with Sebastian Lars. And again, congratulations, gentlemen, 13 and 14. The ladies, 13 and 14, 11 and 12, excuse me. The ladies, 13 and 14. Our next focus, gentlemen, coming up in just a moment. And in the ladies, 13 and 14, Jada Chator of Trinidad and Tobago in 8th place. 7th place, Jamaica's Gabriana Banks. In 6th place, Trinidad and Tobago, Adriana Goody. In 5th place, Costa Rica's Luciana Quesada. In 4th place, Puerto Rico's Camila Gonzalez. The bronze going to Costa Rica, Alondra Ortiz. The silver to Suriname, Tanya Bernal. And the gold to Barbados, Danielle Titus. And again, congratulations to Danielle Titus, the gold, Danya Fernal, the silver, and Alondra Ortiz, the bronze. In the gentlemen 13 and 14 200-meter individual medley, eighth place going to Lamar Taylor of the Bahamas. 7th place, Alejandro Canting of Honduras. In 6th place, Antigua Barbuda, Jaden Willis. In 5th place, Barbados, McCallum Clark. In 4th place, Costa Rica, Sebastian Carrillo. In 3rd place, the bronze at the award stand, Panama's Fernando Carrillo. The silver going to Barbados, in Kosi Dunwoody. And the gold going to Trinidad and Tobago, Christopher Diefenthaler. And again, congratulations, gentlemen. Christopher Diefenthaler, the gold, Nkosi Dunwoody, the silver, and Fernando Carrillo, the bronze. Looking at the ladies, 15 to 17 results. In 7th place, Trinidad and Tobago, Sabrina David. 6th place, Costa Rica's Juliana Carnival. And 5th place goes to Jamaica's Brianna Renard. In 4th place, Honduras, Ana Pastrana. At the medal stand, the bronze going to El Salvador, Selena Marquez. The silver to Puerto Rico's Marissa Lugo. To a new CCCAN record. And again, congratulations, Valerie Grester, gold medal winner and new record holder. The silver, Marissa Lugo of Puerto Rico, and El Salvador, Selena Marquez. In the gentlemen, 15 to 17, Trinidad and Tobago, Luke Gillette capturing 8th place. 7th going to Ethan Daly of Bermuda. Surinam's Enrico Molly in 6th place. 5th place, Puerto Rico's Alexis Soto. In 4th place, the Virgin Islands, Webster Bazo. The bronze to Barbados, Louis Sebastian Weeks. The silver to Guatemala, Eric Gordillo. And the gold to Puerto Rico, Jared Arroyo. Daniela Navarrete in 5th place, Guatemala's Archila Fernanda Archila. In 4th place, Panama's Maria Fernanda Farr. The bronze going to Costa Rica, Melina Murillo. The silver to Costa Rica, Veronica Posada. And the gold to Honduras, Karen Velorio. Congratulations, Karen Velorio of Honduras, the gold, Veronica Quesada, the silver of Costa Rica, and Melina Murillo of Costa Rica, the bronze. In the gentlemen, 18 and over 200 IM, 8th place, Panama's Ricardo Torres. 7th place went to Guatemala's Brian Vasquez. In 6th place, Trinidad and Tobago, Jonathan Farrar. In 5th place, Honduras, Alfonso Duran. 4th place, the Virgin Islands, Matthew Mays. The bronze going to Puerto Rico, Christian Bayo. The silver to Trinidad and Tobago, Tariq Lashley. And the gold to the Virgin Islands, April Sainz. And again, congratulations, April Sainz from the Virgin Islands for the gold, Trinidad and Tobago, Tariq Lashley, the silver, and Christian Bayo of Puerto Rico, the bronze. And that concludes the series of awards. Turning our focus back to the competition course. The 11 and 12 ladies for the 50-meter breaststroke standing ready at the starting blocks. At block number 1, it's Puerto Rico, Claudia Renta. Block number 2, it's El Salvador's Isabella Alice. At block 3, Bermuda's Peyton Zelkin. Block number 4, Puerto Rico, is Angeli Ruiz.
Bueno, acá volvemos con el femenino de 11-12 años, 50 metros, breaststroke. En la fila número 1 tenemos a Puerto Rico, representado por Claudia Renta. En la segunda, en esta final, tenemos a El Salvador, representado por Isabela Alas. En la tercera tenemos a Peyton Zelkin de Bermuda. En la cuarta tenemos a Isangeli Ruiz de Puerto Rico. En la quinta tenemos a Zaylee Thompson de las Bahamas. En la sexta tenemos a Bermuda, representado por Elan N. Daly. En la séptima tenemos a Santa Lucía, Saint Lucia, representada por Naima Hazel. En la octava tenemos a Emily Santos de Panamá.
To the action in the water. We have Renta in 1, Adas in 2, Zelkin in 3, Ruiz in 4, Thompson in 5, Daly in 6, Hazel in 7, Santos in 8. No person from Team TTO in this race, but we'll see what's going to go on with this 50-meter breaststroke. Keen race to the end and touching the wall first is the swimmer in lane number 4, Isangeli Ruiz of Puerto Rico, 35.27. The silver going to Peyton Zelkin of Bermuda in 35.92, and the bronze going to Elan Daly of Bermuda, 36.02.
Ok, en esta carrera de 50 metros, femenino 11-12 en la final, Isangeli Ruiz queda de primera representando a Puerto Rico con 35 segundos 27.
Block number 2, Honduras, Jorge Arras. At block number 3, Barbados, Zachary Taylor.
So going into the next event, it's event number 82.
Ahora tenemos al evento número 82, masculino, 11 a 12 años, 50 metros breaststroke. En la primera fila tenemos a Ismael Montero de Costa Rica. En la segunda está Jorge Arauz de Honduras. Tercera, Zachary Taylor, Barbados. Cuarta, Sam Williamson de Bermuda. Puerto Rico está en la quinta, Gabriel Medina.
Montero in 1, Arauz in 2, Taylor in 3, Williamson 4, Medina 5, and Thomas the third in lane 8. And look at the middle of the pool, that's lane number 4, Sam Williamson of Bermuda, who's having an excellent meet so far. Watch out for all the swimmers actually in medal contention at this point in time, but Sam Williamson is powering to the end, and he's going to touch the wall first. 32.60, just missing that CCCAN record. Just missing it. Almost the record, 32.60. The old time, the existing record is 32.42. So the gold goes to Sam Williamson, the silver Gabriel Medina, the bronze Zachary Taylor.
El oro se lo lleva Sam Williamson de Bermuda con 32.60. Plata se la lleva Puerto Rico, Gabriel Medina, y las Bahamas se va a llevar el tercer lugar.
Ladies 13 and 14, 50-meter breaststroke.
This is the 13 to 14 50-meter breaststroke. Gonzalez in 1, Weeks in 2, Koo in 3, Guerra in 4, Donahue in 5, Formoni in 6, Banks in 7, and Brennan in 8. Team TTO's Gabriella Donahue is in lane number 5, and she's already taking the early lead in this race. It's Gabriella Donahue in lane number 5, being threatened in the outside lane. Number 7, also right next to the swimming lane number 4, that's Paola Guerra of Puerto Rico, but it's Gabriella Donahue in the lead. Gabriella Donahue in the lead in this 50-meter breaststroke for girls 13 to 14. Going at a strong, steady pace, and with some threat from Guerra in lane number 4. But coming to the wall first, 34.68, Gabriella Donahue. Very, very close to the record. The record 34.60, and she did 34.68. The silver going to Guerra of Puerto Rico, and the bronze going to Koo of Honduras.
En primer lugar tenemos a Gabriela Donahue de Trinidad. En segundo ha quedado Puerto Rico, representado por Paola Guerra. Y en tercero tenemos a Bueno, ahora para presentarles al masculino 13 a 14, 50 metros. En la primera fila tenemos a Wilfredo Montes de El Salvador. La segunda tenemos a Fernando Bustillo de Honduras. Tercera, Jadon Willies de Antigua. En la cuarta tenemos a Enkoski Donwoody de Barbados. Fernando Carrillo en la 5 representando a Panamá. Las Bahamas en la 6 representado por Sean Neely. McCallum Clark representando en la 7 a Barbados. Y en la 8 tenemos a Santa Lucía representado por Terrell Monplacer.
So the countries represented: El Salvador in 1, Honduras in 2, Antigua 3, Barbados 4, Panama 5, Bahamas 6, Barbados and 7, St. Lucia in lane number 8. No Team TTO members in this race, but we're seeing in the middle of the pool, that's lane number 4, Nkosip Dunwoody, who's having a great meet thus far, but watch out for Carrillo in lane number 5, just won a medal. And let's see at the final touch, it's lane number 4, Nkosip Dunwoody of Barbados in first, Jaden Williams of Antigua in 7, and the bronze going to Carrillo of Panama, 31.35.
El primer lugar se lo lleva Barbados, el segundo Antigua y el tercero Fernando Carrillo de Panamá. Ahora el evento número 85 de esta competencia, el femenino 15 a 17 años, 50 metros. Mariana Navarrete va a estar representando a Panamá. El equipo de Trinidad está representado en la segunda fila por Amira Pilgrim. El tercero será Jamaica, Brianna J. Renward. En el cuarto estará Aruba, Anaí Schroeders. Bahamas estará representado en la quinta fila por Albury Higgs. En la sexta tenemos a Chade Narcisio representando a Curazao. En la séptima tenemos a Panamá, Andrea Valdés. Y en la octava tenemos a Costa Rica representados por Nicole Rodríguez.
So this is the 15 to 17 girls 50-meter breaststroke. Straight line across the pool. El Pengas is in lane 5 with a narrow lead. That's Higgs. But watch out for lane number 6. Mauricio of Curacao as well is in the mix. Amira Pilgrim of Team TTO is in lane number 2, but it seems like it is swimming in lane number 5. Aubrey Higgs of Bahamas. Look at lane number 4 as well. Shooters of Aruba, but is winning. It's 33.59. It's Aubrey Higgs of Bahamas, just missing the record. The silver going to Anahi Shooters of Aruba, and the bronze going to Sade Mauricio of Curacao. Team TTO's Amira Pilgrim was 5th.
En el primer lugar tenemos a Albury Higgs de las Bahamas. Anaí Schroeder de Aruba se lleva la medalla de plata y Sade de Aruba va a llevarse el tercer lugar.
Gentlemen, 15 to 17, 50-meter breaststroke.
So this is Luke Gillett in lane number 1 of Team TTO. Lane 2 is Luis Sebastian Weeks of Barbados. Lane number 3, Brandon Cheong of Aruba. Lane number 4, Fusta Huerta of Dominican Republic. 5 is Rafael of Curacao. Thompson of TTO in 6. Soto of Puerto Rico in 7. And Chaveria of Puerto Rico in 8. And Team TTO's Sharon Thompson seems to have a slight lead over the pack, but watch out for lane number 5. That's Rafaela of Curacao. It's a very close lane. 4, 5, 6, 3. Everyone is in the mix, and let's see who touches first. It's Jaron Thompson of Team TTO in a new CCCAN record. New CCCAN record in the 50-meter breaststroke. First, Jaron Thompson. The silver going to Fuista Horeta of Dominican Republic. And the bronze, Reina Rafaela of Curacao.
El primer lugar se lo está llevando Jaron Thompson de Trinidad. Fausto Huerta de la República Dominicana se va a llevar la de plata. Y la de bronce se la llevará Rainier Rafaela de Curazao. Y en el primer y segundo lugar se han marcado nuevos récords para esta competencia.
Some great points there for Team TTO. Luke Gillett was 8. We had Jaron Thompson winning the gold for Team Trinidad and Tobago. Now it's 18 and over girls.
En este evento, las chicas mayores de 18 años en los 50 metros, tenemos a Nimia Melissa Murua representando a Panamá en la primera fila. En la segunda tenemos a Carmen Guerra representando a Nicaragua. En la tercera tenemos a Alexa Mora representando a Costa Rica. En la cuarta tenemos a Puerto Rico representados por Patricia Casellas. La quinta está Surinam, Evita Letter. En la sexta tenemos a Costa Rica otra vez, Adriana Morera. La séptima tenemos a Oriolua Cherevin representando a Grenada. Y en la octava tenemos a Marielis Corrales representando a Panamá.
So this is the 18 and over girls 50-meter breaststroke. Girls 18 and over.
11 and 12. You need to make your way to the award stand.
Thank you all for tuning in to 3M Arrow Live as we bring in this 18 and over girls race, and touching the wall first, it's Evita Lita of Suriname, 32.72. The silver going to Casellas of Puerto Rico, and the bronze goes to Morera of Costa Rica.
Ok, en esta última carrera para las chicas, en el primer lugar tenemos a Surinam, Evita Letter, segundo se lo lleva Puerto Rico y Adriana de Costa Rica se lleva el tercer lugar. Ahora tenemos a los chicos mayores de 18 años llevando en la última carrera de 50 metros. En la primera fila tenemos a Curazao con Sergine Marten. En la segunda tenemos a Costa Rica representados por Arnoldo Herrera. La tercera Aruba con Schreuder. En la cuarta tenemos a Edgar Crespo de Panamá. La quinta está Jordi Groters de Aruba. La sexta Corey Olivier de Grenada. La séptima tenemos a Trinidad y Tobago con Abraham McLeod. Y en la octava tenemos a Greg Penny de the US Virgin Islands.
So Team TTO has Abraham McLeod in lane number 7. This is a very high-class field in this 18 over male 50-meter breaststroke.
That was the get ready whistle.
Lots of excitement in the National Aquatic Center. Many people on their feet waiting for this 50-meter breaststroke race. So we have Abraham McLeod out in lane number 7 taking an early lead. We have Jordi Grotos in the mix. This is a very close race already. A line of swimmers, anyone can take it. But we have Abraham McLeod out in lane number 7 of Team TTO with a narrow lead over the rest of the pack. It's McLeod in 7. McLeod in 7. Look at the middle of the pool. And coming into the wall first, actually it's swimming in lane number 4. That's Edgar Crespo of Panama, 27.94. The silver going to Jordi Grotas of Aruba in 28.57. And the bronze going to Mika Schroeders of Aruba. TTO's Aruba McLeod placing 4th.
Edgar Crespo de Panamá se lleva el primer lugar con Aruba, llevándose ambos el segundo y tercero. El primer y segundo lugar, Panamá y Aruba han vencido el récord de la competencia. Ahora estaremos tomándonos un pequeño descanso para la presentación de las medallas.
And in 8th position from Panama, Emily Santos. In 7th position was Puerto Rico's Claudia Renta. In 6th place, El Salvador's Isabella Alas. In 5th place, St. Lucia, Neema Hassel. In 4th place was Bahamas, Zaylee Elizabeth Thompson. At the award stand, Bermuda's Elam Daly getting the bronze. And we need the flags down. And presenting awards, Mr. Ben Smith, Coach Ben Smith, our birthday boy from Bermuda. He's part of the technical director for Bermuda. Our assistant, Don Hackett, vice chair of CCCAN. And again, the ladies, 11 and 12 50-meter breaststroke, and Lon Daly getting the bronze for Bermuda. The silver going to Bermuda, Peyton Zelkin. And the gold going to Puerto Rico's is Angeli Ruiz. I don't know how you say it. Again, congratulations. It's Angela Ruiz of Puerto Rico, the gold, Peyton Zelkin, the silver for Bermuda and Bermudas, and Lam Daly with the bronze. Our focus now, the gentlemen for 11 and 12 50-meter breaststroke. Ismael Montero in 8th place for Costa Rica. Bahamas in 7th place, Errol Thompson. In 6th place, Honduras, Jorge Arauz. In 5th place, Trinidad and Tobago, Ricardo Joseph. In 4th place, Kyle West of Trinidad and Tobago. The bronze going to Barbados, Zachary Taylor.
Segundo puesto para Puerto Rico, Medina Gabriel.
And the gold
para William Sam de Bermuda.
Sam Williamson of Bermuda. Okay. And again, congratulations, gentlemen, 11 and 12, the gold going to Sam Williamson of Bermuda. The second silver going to Puerto Rico's Gabriel Medina, and the bronze going to Barbados, Zachary Taylor. And in 8th place, Camila Gonzalez in the 13 and 14 ladies for Puerto Rico. 7th place, Viviana Renes of Costa Rica. In 6th place, Elena Fornoni of Costa Rica. Barbados, Ashley Weeks in 5th place. 4th place, Gabriana Banks of Jamaica. The bronze going to Honduras, Paola Gua.
Paola Cruz.
The silver going to Puerto Rico,
Guerra Paola.
And the gold going to Trinidad and Tobago, Gabriela Donahue. Congratulations. Again, the gold going to Trinidad and Tobago's Gabriela Donahue.
Trinidad y Tobago, Gabriela Donahue.
The silver to Puerto Rico's Paola Guerra.
Segundo lugar, Puerto Rico, Guerra Paola.
And the bronze to Honduras, Paola Gua.
Tercer lugar, Honduras, Paola.
Moving next to the gentlemen, 13 and 14. In 8th place was St. Lucia's Terrell Monplaisir. The 7th place goes to Honduras, Fernando Bastillo. In 6th place, Wilfredo Montes of El Salvador. 5th place, Sean Neely of Bahamas. In 4th place, McCallum Clark of Barbados. The bronze going to Panama's Fernando Carrillo.
Panama, Fernando Carrillo.
The silver to Antigua Barbuda, Jaden Ruiz.
De Antigua, Williams Jeton.
And the gold to Barbados in Cozy Dunwoody.
Y el oro para Barbados, Dunwoody Nossi.
And again, congratulations. And Cozy Dunwitty, the gold for Barbados. Jaden Louise, the silver for Antigua Barbuda. And Panama's Fernando Carrillo, the bronze.
Oro para Barbados, Duwodi Nossi. Antigua, Willis Jedon. Y el bronce para Panamá, Carrillo Fernando.
And moving our focus next to the ladies, 15 to 17 in 8th place. Costa Rica's Nicole Rodriguez. In 7th place, Panama's Mariana Navarrete. And 6th place, Panama's Andrea Valdez. In 5th place, Trinidad and Tobago, Amira Pilgrim. In 4th place, Jamaica's Brianna Renard. The bronze going to Curaçao, Sade Mercesio.
Tercer lugar para Curazao, Nercesio Chade.
The silver to Aruba's Anaya Schroeders.
Plata para Aruba, Shedard Anahi.
And the gold to the Bahamas, Aubrey Higgs.
Y oro para Bahama, Hicks Albury.
And again, congratulations to the ladies. Aubrey Higgs, the gold. Anaya Schroeders, the silver. And Sade Mercesio, the bronze. In the gentlemen, 15 to 17. Luke Gillette capturing 8th place for Trinidad and Tobago. Puerto Rico in 7th with Adriel Soto. In 6th place, Daniel Chevrolet of Puerto Rico. Barbados, Louis Sebastian Weeks in 5th place. In 4th place, Brandon Jong of Aruba. The bronze going to Curaçao, Rainier Rafaela.
Bronce para Curazao, Rafaela Rainier.
The silver to the Dominican Republic, Fausto David Herta.
Medalla de plata para República Dominicana, Rafaela Rainier.
And the gold to Trinidad and Tobago, Aaron Thompson.
El oro para Trinidad y Tobago, Jaron Thompson.
And might I say, the top 2 swimmers there. Fausto David Herta of the Dominican Republic surpassing record time. Trinidad and Tobago's Aaron Thompson capturing record time.
Jaron Thompson rompió.
And again, congratulations, gentlemen.
Felicitaciones para Jaron Thompson, que ha rompido el récord con 26-29 en el 50 metros pecho.
And again, congratulations. The ladies, 18 and over 50-meter breaststroke. Our focus now at the award stand. Marilise Corrales at lane in 8th place for Panama. Nina Melissa Mura in 7th place. In 6th place, Nicaragua, Carmen Guerra. In 5th place, Grenada's Arla Jerevin. In 4th place, Alexa Mora of Costa Rica. The bronze going to Costa Rica, Adriana Herrera.
Medalla de bronce para la selección de Costa Rica, Morera Adriana.
The silver going to Puerto Rico, Patricia Casellas.
Medalla de plata para Puerto Rico, Casellas Patricia.
And the gold to Suriname's Vita Lita.
El oro para Surinam, Leta Evita.
And again, congratulations, ladies. 18 and over for the 50-meter breaststroke. The senior gentlemen now are focused at the award stand. In 8th place was Greg Penny of the Virgin Islands. 7th place, Sir Jenny Martin of Curaçao. In sixth place, Costa Rica's Armando Herrera. In fifth place, Grenada's Corey Olivier. In fourth place, Abraham McLeod of Trinidad and Tobago. The bronze going to Aruba, Mikhail Schroeders.
El bronce va para Aruba, Schroeders Michael.
The silver to Aruba, Jordy Groders, posting in at 28.57, surpassing record time.
La medalla de plata para Aruba, Grotas Jordan, rompiendo el récord con 28.57.
And the gold with a new meet record, 27.94, the record, Panama's Edgar Crespo.
La medalla de oro para Panamá, Crespo Edgar, y al mismo tiempo el récord 27.94.
And again, that is a challenging job. After the gentlemen's awards and the anthem, we will return our focus back to the competition course. And congratulations, gentlemen. That concludes this round of awards, turning our focus back to the competition course.
Ahora estaré anunciándoles el evento número 89, el femenino de chicas de 11 a 12 años en los 100 metros al estilo libre. En la primera fila tenemos a Nayeli Matos de la República Dominicana. En la segunda tenemos a Jamaica Zaneta Alvaranga. En la tercera tenemos a Bermuda con Ilan Daly. En la cuarta tenemos a Bermuda otra vez con Peyton Zelkin. En la quinta tenemos a Isabela Alas representando a El Salvador. En la sexta tenemos a Audrey Moore for US Virgin Islands. En la séptima tenemos a Costa Rica representado por Kisha Jiménez. Y en la octava tenemos a Darielis Ortiz representando a la República Dominicana.
And with the ladies in the water, the 11 and 12 gentlemen now starting at the starting blocks. Gianfranco Solano of Costa Rica, Puerto Rico's.
11 a 12, 100 metros estilo libre. En el lane 1, Solano Gianfranco, selección de Costa Rica. Número 2, Rivera Diego, Puerto Rico. Martínez Gabriel, Honduras. Tomás Nathaniel, Jamaica. William Sam, Bermuda. Wilson Sarek, Trinidad y Tobago. Chorman Kai, Barbados. Y González Gabriel, Puerto Rico.
And into the water door in lane number 3, the That is Delon Daly. Stops the clock, 59.65.
Touching the world first, that was Elon Daly of Bermuda, 59.65, a new CCCAN record. The silver, Zanetta Alvarenga of Jamaica, 1 minute .24, and the bronze going to Bermuda's Peyton Zelkin.
Ok, ahora para los chicos de 11 a 12 años, 100 metros estilo libre. Tenemos en la primera fila a Costa Rica representado por Solano. En la segunda fila tenemos a Diego Rivera representando a Puerto Rico. Gabriel Martínez en la tercera para Honduras. Jamaica, Nathaniel Thomas. En la cuarta fila, Bermuda en la quinta fila, Sam Williamson. En la sexta tenemos a Zarek Wilson de Trinidad y Tobago. La séptima tenemos a Kai Trotman de Barbados. Y en la octava y última tenemos a Adriel González representando a Puerto Rico.
De Bermuda, Watson Brown Logan. Jamaica, McDonald Emily. Costa Rica, Padrón Beatriz. Trinidad y Tobago, Donadio Gabriela. Santa Lucía, Kyle Cathy. Jamaica, Gabriela.
And coming into the wall past that 15-meter mark.
Ok, llegando aquí a la última fila, la fila 4 y 5 peleando por ese puesto y se lo va a llevar la fila 5 Bermudas, 4 el segundo lugar Jamaica y el tercero se lo va a llevar Gabriel Martínez de Honduras. Bermuda en primera, segundo lugar para Gabriel Martínez de Honduras y en tercer lugar tenemos segundo lugar Thompson y en el tercero Martínez. Ahora tenemos a las chicas de 13 a 14 años, 100 metros estilo libre. Primero tenemos a Puerto Rico, Iván Izquierdo. Segundo, Jamia Harley de Trinidad y Tobago. Tercera tenemos a Bermuda con Logan Watson Brown, Bermuda en la tercera. Cuarta, Emily McDonald de Jamaica. Quinta tenemos a Costa Rica, Beatriz Padrón. En la sexta línea tenemos a Gabriela Donahue de Trinidad y Tobago. En la séptima tenemos a Katie Kyle de Santa Lucía. Y en la octava tenemos a Gabriana Banks de Jamaica.
This is 13 to 14 girls, 100 meter freestyle. Izquierdo of Puerto Rico in 1, Harley of TTO in 2, Watson Brown of Bermuda in 3, Emily McDonald of Jamaica in 4, Beatrice Patron of Costa Rica in 5, Gabriela Donahue of TTO in 6, Katie Kyle of St. Lucia in 7, Gabriana Banks of Jamaica in lane number 8. 100 meter freestyle touching first in the first swift is Emily McDonald of Jamaica taking the early lead in lane number 4. But it still have close to 25 meters more in this race, and it's still Emily McDonald of Jamaica with the lead. Emily McDonald, she's being challenged slightly in lane number 5. That's Patron of Costa Rica. At the flags we have McDonald, and she will touch the wall first in 58.83. The silver going to Padron of Costa Rica, and the bronze going to Watson Brown of Bermuda.
El primer lugar se lo lleva Jamaica, Emily McDonald. El segundo se lo va a llevar Beatriz Padrón de Costa Rica. Y el tercero se lo va a llevar Bermuda, representado por Logan Watson Brown. Ahora para presentar a los chicos de 13 a 14 años, 100 metros estilo libre. Jeremy Medina va a representar a Puerto Rico en la primera línea. Lamar Taylor representando a las Bahamas en la segunda fila. En la tercera fila, Antigua será representado por Leighton Martin. La cuarta tenemos a Kyle Sinclair representando a Jamaica. Akil Joseph en la quinta representando a Trinidad y Tobago. Kevin Lockhart de las Bahamas representando en la 6. En la séptima tenemos a Malik Nelson de Trinidad y Tobago. Y en la octava y última tenemos a Granada con Genevieve Benoit.
Mujeres 15-17, 100 metros.
All right. Boys in the 1400 freestyle. In the lead, it looks like lane 6, Kevin Lockhart from Bahamas. It's actually Leighton Martin from Antigua, a good sprinter from Antigua. was taking the lead at the halfway mark, but the rest of the field is fighting back on him. And here comes the cavalry. Trinidad and Tobago's Aki Joseph is surging back into contention with 50 meters to go. And it's a close race. Lane 2 straight to lane 6. Lane 6 looks off the edge. Kevin Lockhart. Kevin Lockhart to the wall. Actually, it's Aki Joseph from Trinidad and Tobago gets the touch to win the goal in the men's 13 to 14 100-meter freestyle. Kevin Lockhart is second, and Kyle Sinclair from Jamaica grabs the bronze.
El primer lugar se lo lleva nuestro propio Akil Joseph. Lockhart de las Bahamas se va a llegar de segundo lugar y Sinclair de Jamaica se lleva el tercer puesto llevándose la medalla de bronce.
Next up, the girls, 15 to 17, 100-meter freestyle. Trinidad and Tobago's chances lie with Amira Pilgrim, a decorated Caribbean sprinter, especially at the age group level. But she has to do it from the outside lane. Will she be the outside smoke? We'll have to see. She goes up against the likes of Shadi Nercicio from Curacao, Celisma Guzman from Puerto Rico, and Honduras. This is Pastrana. They're under starters' orders. Quick start there from lane 1, Amira Pilgrim. And in the middle, the action seems to be in the middle of the pool though, with Narciso of Curacao leading at the 25-meter mark. In lane 6, Madeline Moore of Bermuda has also taken it out fast, and she's trying to match Narciso stroke for stroke. As they approach the 50-meter mark, lane 7, Cooper from Panama is also in contention. She flips in first position actually. Narciso is second, and Madeline Moore of Bermuda is third. Right about now is where lactic acid sets in, and Cooper from Panama is starting to be caught. Everybody's coming back at her, including Narciso, who has surged to the lead, who is going ahead, who is asserting her authority on the race. And she closes in the final 5 meters in a winning time of 57.67 seconds. Second is Kathy Cooper. She held on for the silver medal in 58.39. And third, Pilgrim gets in for a share of the medals with 58.63 seconds.
Shadi Narciso de Curazao se lleva la primera medalla, la de oro para esta carrera en el evento número 93. El segundo lugar se lo lleva Panamá y el tercero se lo lleva Trinidad y Tobago. Ahora le estaré anunciando a los chicos de 15 a 17 años 100 metros de estilo libre. Hernán González en la primera, Panamá. Irvin Us de Surinam en la segunda. Jan Collazo, discúlpeme, de Puerto Rico en la tercera. La cuarta, Puerto Rico, Andrew Acosta. Jesse Washington de Bermuda, Panamá, con Jean Carlos Calderón en la sexta. Y Daniel Jacobs y Emil Goin, Aruba y Trinidad en la séptima y octava.
And we're at the halfway mark. Andrew Acosta of Puerto Rico is on the front, 24-70, with his teammate and countryman Ian Collazo. And here comes, in lane 3, Ian Collazo has surged back ahead of his teammate. He is asserting himself. Last 50 meters, he is really cycling his stroke to keep his speed up all the way into the wall. And he gets there just ahead of Jesse Washington from Bermuda. It's a quick time, 51.42 for Collazo. Washington second, 51.70. And in third, Andrew Acosta of Puerto Rico ensures Puerto Rico gets a gold and a bronze medal in 52.52.
Collazo Jan de Puerto Rico se lleva el primer lugar, Jesse Washington de Bermuda se lleva el segundo y Andrew Acosta de Puerto Rico también se lleva el tercer lugar para asegurarles 2 medallas más al equipo de Puerto Rico. Ahora las chicas de 18 tenemos a Ana Luisa Torres de Costa Rica representando en la primera fila. En la 2 tenemos a Evita Letter de Surinam. En la 3 tenemos a Chantel McLean from Trinidad and Tobago. La 4 tenemos a Jubilimar Ávila de Honduras. Kelsey Campbell en la 5 de Jamaica. Santis Gabriela de Guatemala en la 6. La 7, Sofía Hernández de Costa Rica. Y Gabriela Paredes representando Honduras en la 8ª y última fila en el evento 95 de esta competencia.
Trinidad and Tobago tops line with Chantal McLean, 2008 Beijing Olympian. She's in lane 3. She flips actually in she flips in 4th position. The race is led by Julimar Abela from Honduras, the very gritty Honduran, who is tagging on and going stroke for stroke with Jamaica's Kelsey Campbell, who has fought back and has just edged ahead with 50 meters to go. Kelsey Campbell and Abela, that's where the race is going to be decided. Abela, Campbell, Abela, Campbell. Abela takes it in 57.79. Campbell is second in 58.28. And Santis Gabriela of Guatemala takes the bronze in 59.12.
Honduras se lleva el primer lugar representado por Ávila Yulimar, Jamaica se lleva el segundo, Kelsey Campbell, y Guatemala se lleva el tercer lugar. Ahora los chicos de mayores de 18 años, 100 metros estilo libre, la última carrera de esta sección de la competencia. Marcelo Acosta en la primera representando El Salvador, Barbados Alex Sobers, la tercera Michael Schroeders de Aruba, la cuarta Dylan Carter de Trinidad y Tobago, Guatemala representada en la 5ª línea por Kevin Ávila, la 6ª Joshua Romani de Trinidad y Tobago también, Luis Flores de Puerto Rico en la 7ª y las Bahamas representado por Cohen Kerr en la 8ª y última fila.
All right, Trinidad and Tobago's Olympic or 2016 Rio Olympian Dylan Carter should be the favorite for this race. He has a best time that is going well under this record. And it is very possible he will establish a new CCCAN record in this race tonight. Next time in lane 3, Michael Schroeders. That's Joshua Romani's next time in lane 3, Trinidad and Tobago compatriot. Also very prominent and outstanding former age group champion, especially at the Crifter, CIC and CCCAN level. And in lane 5, an up-and-coming sprinter from Aruba, very talented, Michael Schroeders, who attends the University of the Missouri. That's where the race, I think, will be contested in the center of the pool, rightfully where it should be. 3 best swimmers in the race. Let's see how it goes down.
And we are wrestling with the support computer for just a few moments there, trying to get it communicated
with Dylan Carter's on yours.
Timing computer, 2 separate animals.
Dylan Carter's on yours, so they took him out. Yeah, I see that. That's not Dylan Carter in 4. Scratch. All right, we have a receded men's 18 and over 100 meter freestyle because Dylan Carter has withdrawn from the race. Not sure of the reasons. He may have withdrawn, but he is no longer in the final. And we're just awaiting the official announcement of the 8 finalists for this event. Organizer dealing with some technical issues, and they are also waiting the reseeding, as we expect to see some speed and power in this event, one of the main events of the Olympic Games, men's 100 meter freestyle.
awards for the relays, tonight's relays. Awards for those relays will be presented tomorrow night before we begin the evening session.
All right, but if I had to hazard a guess, I really think Mikael Schroeders from Aruba, young sprinter. I think he has what it takes. He has the fight, he has the speed. He's a tough cookie, and he's gonna try to wear these guys down, especially coming down towards the end of the race. He's gonna be there. He's gonna be there, throwing in his punches and his strokes against Joshua Romani and some of the other guys in this race here. So we're still awaiting the official reseeding of the men's 18 and over 100-meter freestyle event, as Dylan Carter, Trinidad and Tobago Rio Olympian, has withdrawn from the race. Carter will be in 2 weeks' time will be attending the FINA World Aquatic Championships in Budapest, Hungary. So this event he has used as a gauge, a little warm-up, get ready, fine-tune his strategy, fine-tune his racing, put the dots and on the I's and crossing T's in terms of his every aspect of his race, his starts, his breakouts, middle parts, his turns, and definitely his finishes. Most important aspect of a 100-meter race. So swimmers are becoming a little restless behind the blocks. You see Joshua Romani is up on his toes, bouncing around a bit, stretching. And we now have the reseeded men's 100-meter final, 18 and over. Lane 1, Cohen Kerr from Bahamas. Lane 2, Luis Flores, Puerto Rico. Lane 3, Joshua Romani, Trinidad and Tobago. Lane 4, Avila Kevin, Guatemala. Lane 5, Mikael Schroeders, Aruba. Alex Sobers, Barbados. Lane 6, Marcelo Acosta, El Salvador. 7, Dominicas, Johnny Perez in lane 8. So Mazanda started orders. And they're off. That's a great breakout there by Joshua Romani, showing up his 50-meter speed there. He was first at 50 meters. At the 25-meter mark, he's being pressed by Luis Flores in lane 2. Lane 4, Avila Kevin has some work to do. Mikael Schroeders is also thereabouts. He's approaching the wall fast and furious. First at the turn is Luis Flores of Puerto Rico in 24.15. Romani is second in 24.28. And Schroeders is third, 24.71. This is where Schroeders makes it count. He is coming back on them. Schroeders and Romani. Schroeders and Romani. Schroeders with 50 meters to go. And Romani is trying to hold on. Schroeders is digging in deep. He's digging in deep. 5 meters to go. Schroeders seems to be finishing stronger. Schroeders touches in 50.55. For the gold medal. Romani, Trinidad and Tobago's Joshua Romani grabbed silver, 58.75 in a personal best. And Guatemala's Avila Kevin, the fastest seed from this morning. No, sorry, I got that wrong.
And right now, presenting awards.
Yes, Avila Kevin from Guatemala grabbed third in 51.68.
Aruba se lleva el primer lugar, Trinidad el segundo y Guatemala se lleva el tercer lugar en los chicos mayores de 18 años, estilo libre. Y ahora vamos a entregar las medallas para esta categoría. Estén atentos para cuando empecemos la próxima parte de la competencia.
Thank you very much, Daniel, and we'd like to thank the commentators that have been assisting us today. Daniel Ferrer giving us a little Spanish commentary. We have Mark Boucher, who has also assisted with commentary, and I'm Jason Wickham, Public Relations Officer of the Amateur Swimming Association. This is day number 4 of the CCCAN Championships being hosted here at the National Aquatic Center in Balmain, Vancouver. We invite you all to come on down tomorrow as swimming starts at 9 tomorrow, and we have diving at 11:30. And the finals and the final session 5:30 p.m. tomorrow. So come on down to the National Aquatic Center for the final day, the final opportunity to view the CCCAN Championships in Trinidad and Tobago. We'd like to thank all our sponsors: the Ministry of Sport and Youth Affairs, Powerade, Republic Bank, Sports Company of Trinidad and Tobago, Subway, First Citizens, Massey Stores, Chuck E. Cheese, Lisa Communications, Dasani, Powergen, Holiday Snacks, Astral Pools. Thank you all for tuning in to Trey Maro Live for our live broadcast. We'll take a short break for the award presentations, following which we'll go into the 200-meter butterfly events for all age groups. Stay tuned.
And the goal to Bermuda's Elan Daly, posting in with a 59.65, a new CCCAN record.
La medalla de oro para Bermuda, Gayle Elan, con un récord de 59.65.
And again, congratulations, the 11 and 12 ladies. Our next focus, the 11 and 12 gentlemen for the 100-meter freestyle. The bronze, 8th place going to Barbados, Ty Chapman. In 7th place, Adriel Gonzalez of Puerto Rico. In 6th place, Gianfranco Solano of Costa Rica. Trinidad and Tobago in 5th place, Derek Wilson. 4th place goes to Diego Rivera of
Lane 4. Guzman of Dominican Republic, followed by Pinder of Bahamas, and Defentala is in 3rd position. There we go again with Guzman. He's in the lead. He's looking comfortable. He's breathing every stroke actually. While Isaac Garcia of Costa Rica, also adopting the same breathing pattern, is right there with him. While Defentala also is in the mix as they approach halfway mark at 100 meters here. Zeniel Guzman of Dominica takes the lead, and Garcia of Costa Rica follows. Dominican Republic, follows, followed by Pinder. Garcia, Costa Rica, and Guzman are battling in the middle of the pool. Defentala is starting to trail off a bit. Hands looking like they're getting a little heavy, but he's fighting on. Meanwhile, in lane 3, Pinder of Bahamas has made a move to get into the medal contest. He turns 3rd, and they're turned for home. The top seed, Guzman, has reasserted himself with 35 meters to go. He is being pressed hard in lane 5 by Garcia. Garcia's not giving up. Also not giving up is the gritty Defentala of Trinidad and Tobago. He's fighting. His arm seems a little heavy though. And it looks like Garcia has effectively made this race about him the last 5 meters here as he goes into the wall. He touches in 2:13.26, followed by Garcia in 2:15.10, while Pinder gets ahead of Defentala for the bronze, the Bahamian, registering at 2:15.72.
Acá en la final de 200 metros estilo mariposa, en primer lugar quedó la República Dominicana, Zeniel Guzmán. De segundo tenemos a Isaac García de Costa Rica. Y en tercero quedó las Bahamas con Ian Pinder. El tiempo de Dominicana fue 2 minutos 13:24. No venció el récord, pero igual fue un muy buen tiempo para estos 200 metros de estilo mariposa. Y pronto les estaremos dando los nombres de las chicas 15 a 17, 200 metros.
Valerie Crest at block 4, Mary Angela Rodriguez at 5, Risnalit Fowler at block number 6, and
el evento número 101 de esta competencia, femenino 15-17, 200 metros, estilo mariposa. En la primera tenemos a Mariel Aparicio de Honduras, en la segunda tenemos a El Salvador, Celina Márquez. Tercera fila tenemos a Jada Chai, Trinidad y Tobago. En la cuarta tenemos a Gruest Valerie de Guatemala. Mayrangela Rodríguez de Puerto Rico en la quinta línea. Y en la sexta tenemos a Trinidad y Tobago, Bresnelit Faure. En la séptima, Fernanda Swu de Honduras.
So we have the 200 meter butterfly for 15 to 17. Girls, Team TTO has Chai in 3 and Fori in lane number 6, Bristol Fori. And Mark as a coach, former swimmer. Would you say that Trinidad and Tobago has improved in its performances in events 200 meters and over?
Well, definitely from the foreign-based athletes, they are the ones who a lot of the times carry the lion's share of the medals in these events. They have proved themselves that they are very willing to do the work and contest these events and make sure that, you know, they serve Trinidad and Tobago well. The local swimmers are getting there. I think this meet we are showing a little better performance in the 200s, especially 200 free and stuff like that we saw on the first night, or the second night, sorry. So yeah, we're getting back up there, and we need to continue on that trend to be able to consistently compete for the championships in these regional age group games.
And we have a breakaway swimmer in lane number 4. That's Valerie of Guatemala. She's in the lead, followed by the swimmer in lane number 5, Rodriguez of Puerto Rico. Team TTO's Foray in 6 is also in medal contention, also with Chai in lane number 3. But there's no stopping Valerie of Guatemala, who has a commanding lead over the rest of the pack, probably over 10 meters lead over the rest of the pack in this 200 meter butterfly for girls 15 to 17. Foray trying to stay into medal contention. She is currently in about 3rd place, but it's Valerie who is already at the backstroke flags, and she has just broken the CCCAN record in the 15 to 17 age group, with the old time being Isabella Pais, 2:16.14. New time, Greece Valerie of Guatemala, 2:14.59. And it seems like Foray is now making a bid for silver. She has, all the time she was in bronze medal contention, but she pulled out something to get that silver, 2:30.80, with the bronze going to Celina Marquez of El Salvador, 2:31.56. Jada Chai, Team TTU in 5th, 2:39.73.
En el primer lugar tenemos a Guatemala, Valerie Grues, una excelente representación de su país en esta competencia. En segundo lugar tenemos a Brisnelit Faure de Trinidad y Tobago. En el tercer lugar quedó El Salvador, Celina Márquez. Y ahora los chicos de 15-17 años, 200 metros, estilo mariposa. En la primera tenemos a Jamaica, Jesse Marsh. En la segunda fila tenemos a Luis Sebastián Weeks de Barbados. En la tercera tenemos a Brian Álvarez de Costa Rica. Emil Goin en la cuarta línea de Trinidad y Tobago. Quinto en la fila tenemos a Carlos Manuel Vázquez de Honduras. Jared Arroyo de Puerto Rico en la 6. Kael York de Trinidad y Tobago en la 7 y Yelton Jie Joe de Surinam en la 8ª.
Okay, this is in this one heat. They're waiting the whistle to get to the blocks, but in this one heat, Team TTO's Amy Goen, who's based in Canada, that's a stiff challenger his opponents with a 207.23, setting himself apart really from the rest of the field. We're going to see tonight if anybody could challenge him once he repeats or slightly improve. We expect him to slightly improve on that effort. So the other challengers, including his countryman Cale York in lane 7, they're going to have to be on top of the game to challenge Goin tonight. Having some technical difficulties here. Swimmers dismount the block. And they whistle to the starting position once more. Boys 15-17, 200 meter butterfly. And they blast off. Breakout there from lane 3, Brian Alvarez of Costa Rica. Really nice and long. Amy Goin looks very smooth, very controlled, breathing every other stroke. It seems to be in a nice rhythm. His teammate, Cale York, is also up there in the action, as is lane 6. Harold Arroyo of Puerto Rico, who turns second to Goin at the 50-meter mark. On the second lap here, Goin smooth, strong. He looks nice and relaxed. He's stroking, breathing every other stroke, keeping a nice rhythm, as lane 6 Arroyo maintains the pressure on him to keep pace. Cale York is also about a shoulder length back and pressing to be in contention at the halfway mark. Trinidadians turned first and third in Goin and York. This is where it's going to count. Goin produced a beauty of underwater to surge into the lead and has picked up his stroke rate, notably breathing every stroke. So has Arroyo. Arroyo showing a devious, devastating second kick to surge in the lead as he picks up his stroke rate. It's Arroyo first, Bill Goin second, York third. And it's the last lap here. Who's going to come on top? We don't know yet. Goin is tiring a little bit. Arroyo is also tiring. York is struggling to keep pace. Here comes lane 3. Brian Alvarez with a strong finish. Alvarez is finishing strong on lane 3. He has gotten to Goin. He's looking like he's going to pass all of them at the end. And it's Alvarez at the touch for the goal in 2:05.51. That was a devious, devastating last lap there by Brian Alvarez to edge himself ahead of Goin and Harold Arroyo of Puerto Rico. Arroyo was second in 2:05.88. Goin 2:05.91 took third. Trinidad and Tobago's team TTO's Cale York, takes fourth position in 2:07.55.
En primer lugar para Costa Rica, Brian Álvarez, 2:05.51. Jared Arroyo se lleva la medalla de plata para Puerto Rico y nuestro Emil Goin de Trinidad se va con tercero. Trinidad también se llevó el cuarto en esta ronda. Ahora para las chicas mayores de 18 años, 200 metros estilo mariposa, tenemos a Kira Goin de 20 años en la primera fila representando a Trinidad. Guatemala tendrá a Alejandra Peli en la segunda. Costa Rica tiene a Catalina Torres en la tercera. Marina Rosario de Puerto Rico en la cuarta fila. Panamá tiene a María Fernanda Far en la 5. Honduras tiene en la 6 a Gabriela Paredes. Claudia Albury de Guatemala en la 7 y Meli Marcano de Trinidad en la 8.
All right, Marina Rosario, Puerto Rico is in the lead at the touch, but only minimally ahead of Far of Panama. As they come back on the second lap, it's Rosario, Far, and Gabriela Paredes of Honduras. Well, 1, 2, 3, with 85 meters gone in the race. But Rosario has taken a bit of a lead, body length, ahead of her competitors. as she goes into the wall at 100 meters and turns first. 107.09, followed by Farr and Paredes. She's extending her lead coming off the wall. And she's stroking confidently. She looks to be in good control. She isn't tiring as yet. She's keeping her rhythm. Nice rhythm. Has picked up her stroke rate a bit to make sure she keeps her pace and has maintained her lead there, extending it actually a bit to over 2 body lengths from Paredes, who has gone ahead of Farr of Panama. She touches and turns in 1:43.41 ahead of Paredes, more than 2 seconds ahead of Paredes. Once she maintains pace, she is going to win this race comfortably enough. And here comes Rosario. Rosario maintaining strong breathing every stroke, but maintaining a nice rhythm. She breathes 3 up, 1 down, 3 up, 1 down, and easy does it. With 5 meters to go, she's well in control of the race and will take gold easily in 2:20.41 ahead of Paredes of Honduras, and then Farr of Panama grabs the bronze.
El primer lugar se lo lleva Marinés Rosario de Puerto Rico con un tiempo de 2:20.41. El segundo lugar se lo lleva Gabriela Paredes de Honduras con un tiempo de 2:23.82. Y el tercer lugar se lo lleva Panamá, María Fernanda Farr, que estaba en la quinta fila con un tiempo de 2:25.85.
All right, so this is boys' final individual event for the night. Boys 18 and over, 200-meter butterfly. Team TTO's Tariq Lashley, who won silver medal in the 200 IM early on tonight, is definitely on for a medal here. But fastest seed going into the final is Marcelo Costa, El Salvador, 2014. Men's 400-meter gold medalist at the Junior Olympics in Nanjing, China. And they're off. Acosta. Actually, sorry, it's lane 2. Matthew Mays of the Virgin Islands, who has gone ahead. He displayed the same sort of tactics in the 200 IM. He wasn't able to maintain though, and he tired towards the end. Let's hope he doesn't repeat that. But he goes in the wall first, ahead of Acosta and Trinidad from Dominican Republic in lane 8. It's May ahead at the 75-meter mark. Acosta has clawed back a bit and has taken over the lead just slightly, shoulder length ahead of Mays. And it's kind of across the line here with Lashley, Brown from Costa Rica, Rosario. They're all coming in, bunching up behind the 2 leaders in Acosta and Mays. Acosta is definitely going ahead now at the 125 mark. He has picked up his stroke rate. He's been every stroke, but his arms are coming over quite quickly. Does seem to be tiring a bit, and he could be vulnerable to somebody who is finishing strong, like lane 6, Russell Brown of Costa Rica, who is making a move at the 150 mark. He turns in second, actually taking over from Mays, who has faded a bit into third. But Marcelo Costa, what good underwater. He came out decidedly ahead of Brown, and is is ahead at the 175-meter mark. He is tiring quite a bit, and Brown has got a second win, but Costa is seeming to do enough to hold off the challenge and touches the wall for the goal in 206.46 ahead of Brown, Costa Rica 207.95, and Matthew Mays 208.05 for the bronze medal.
second tag in, 2:07.95 by West.
Ok, en la última carrera individual, 200 metros estilo mariposa, El Salvador Acosta Marcelo se lleva el primer lugar, Russell Brown de Costa Rica se lleva el segundo lugar y en tercer lugar, US Virgin Islands, Matthew Mays. El tiempo del ganador de la primera posición es 2:06.46, Marcelo Acosta de El Salvador. Vamos a tomarnos una breve pausa mientras presentan las medallas para la categoría de 200 metros estilo mariposa y volveremos.
In fifth place, Bermuda's Taylor White. In fourth place, Barbados. Fourth place is Guatemala's Mariana Garcia. The bronze going to Barbados, Kilani Tama.
Medalla de bronce para Barbados, Kilani Tama. Medalla de plata para Barbados, Asa Dunwodi. Y medalla de oro para la Federación de Guatemala, Urizar Lucía.
And the silver going to Barbados, Asher Dunwoody. The gold to Guatemala's Lucia Irizar. And I say that a little bit early because this was a timed final event. The results were just posted on it. Presenting the awards, Karen Diefenthaler Donahue, the 1988 Olympian for Trinidad and Tobago, and Jose de Jesus Pina, Uana, and CCCAN Technical Committee.
Entregarán las medallas Karen F. Donahue, clasificada para las Olimpiadas para Trinidad y Tobago en el año de 1988. Al igual José de Jesús, Pina, Uana y CCCAN del Comité Técnico.
And again, the bronze going to Barbados, Kilani Tama, the silver to Barbados, Ashley Dunwoody, and the gold to Guatemala's Lucia Irizar. Barbados, Christopher Pollard in 7th. 6th place goes to Pineda Ivan Pineda of Guatemala. In 5th place, Brandon Navarro of Costa Rica. Panama, Sebastian Lars in 4th place. In 3rd place, Luis Enrique Viguera, the bronze for Panama.
11-12-200 metros mariposa, tercer lugar medalla de bronce para Panamá, Luis Enrique Vergara. Medalla de plata para Puerto Rico, José Mazuco. Primer lugar medalla de oro para la selección de Costa Rica, Juan José Bolanos.
The silver going to Puerto Rico's Jose Mazuco, the gold to Costa Rica's Juan Jose Bolanos. Congratulations again, gentlemen. The ladies, 13 and 14, 200-meter butterfly, maybe. Oh no, it's Virgin Islands, Nati Kuipers in 8th place for the Virgin Islands. Puerto Rico's Alondra Molina in 7th. Trinidad and Tobago, Jada Chacor in 6th. 5th place goes to Fatima Portillo of El Salvador. Costa Rica in 4th place with Alondra Ortiz. The bronze going to Guatemala's Sofia Molina.
En la edad 13-14, 200 metros mariposa, la medalla de bronce para la Federación de Guatemala, Molina Sofía. Medalla de plata para Honduras, Michelle Ramírez. Y medalla de oro para la selección de Costa Rica, Daniela Alfaro.
And the silver to Honduras, Michelle Ramirez. The gold to Costa Rica's Daniela Alfaro. Yes, indeed, a big congratulations again to the 13 and 14 ladies. In the gentlemen, 8th place, going to Puerto Rico's Ezekiel Negron. In 7th place, St. Lucia's Jahan Odlum Smith. In 6th place, Akil Joseph of Trinidad and Tobago. In 5th place, Sebastian Arroyo of Costa Rica. Trinidad and Tobago, Christopher Diekenthaler. In 4th place, 3rd place, going to the Bahamas, Ian Pender.
En la edad 13-14, 200 metros mariposa, el tercer lugar, medalla de bronce para Bahamas, Ian Pender. Medalla de plata para la selección de Costa Rica, Isaac García. Y medalla de oro para la República Dominicana, Seniel Guzmán.
And Costa Rica's Isaac Garcia getting the silver, the gold going to Dominican Republic's Zenil Guzman. And again, congratulations, gentlemen. In the ladies, 15 to 17, 200 meter butterfly. 6th place going to Honduras, Fernanda Qua. In 5th place, it's Trinidad and Tobago, Jada Chai. 4th place, Mary Angela Rodriguez of Puerto Rico. In the bronze, El Salvador's Selena Marquez. The silver, Trinidad and Tobago, Rismilit Del. And the gold going to Guatemala's Valerie Crest.
En la edad 15-17, 200 metros mariposa, tercer lugar para la selección de El Salvador, Selena Márquez. Segundo lugar, medalla de plata, Trinidad y Tobago, Nelly Faure. Y primer lugar, Federación de Guatemala, Grues Valerie. Valerie Grues.
And again, congratulations, 15 to 17 ladies. Our focus on the 15 to 17 gentlemen. In 8th place, Suriname's Yale Pao Zhao. 7th place goes to Louis Sebastian Weeks of Barbados. Jamaica's Chesley Marsh in 6th place. 5th place, Honduras, Carlos Manuel Vasquez. In 4th place, Trinidad and Tobago, Cale York. 3rd place going to Trinidad and Tobago, Emil Cohen.
En los hombres 15-17, 200 metros mariposa, tercer lugar para Trinidad y Tobago, Emil Cohen. Medalla de plata para Puerto Rico, Harold Arroyo. Y primer lugar, medalla de oro para la selección de Costa Rica, Brian Álvarez.
The silver going to Jared Arroyo of Puerto Rico. The gold to Costa Rica's Brian Alvarez. And again, congratulations, gentlemen, 15 to 17. In the ladies, 18 and over, 200-meter butterfly, Melina Marcano of Trinidad and Tobago in 8th place. 7th place, Claudia Alvarez of Guatemala in 7th. 6th place goes to Alejandra Elico of Guatemala. In 5th place, Catalina Torres of Costa Rica. 4th place, Trinidad and Tobago, Kira Goen. The bronze going to Panama's Maria Fernanda Farr.
200 metros mariposas para niñas de 18 años. Tercer lugar con medalla de bronce, Panamá, María Fernanda Farr. Medalla de plata, Honduras, Gabriela Paredes. Medalla de oro para Puerto Rico, Rosario Marínez Rosario.
And the silver going to the Honduras, Gabriela Paredes. The gold going to Puerto Rico's Marínez Rosario. And again, congratulations, 18 and over ladies. The gentlemen, the senior gentlemen for the 200 butterfly now are focused. In 8th place, Honduras, Alfonso Duran. 7th place, Dominican Republic, Christopher Trinidad. In 6th place, Puerto Rico's Gabriel Veras. In 5th place, Elias Rosario of Puerto Rico. Trinidad and Tobago's Tariq Lashley in 4th. The bronze going to the Virgin Islands, Matthew Mays.
Ok, según 200 metros mariposa, varones de 18 años. El tercer lugar es para las Islas Vírgenes, Matthew Mays. Medalla de bronce, medalla de plata para la selección de Costa Rica, Russell Brown. Y medalla de oro para la selección de El Salvador, Marcelo Acosta.
The silver going to Russell Brown of Costa Rica, and the gold going to El Salvador's Marcela Acosta. And again, congratulations to our senior gentlemen in the 200-meter butterfly.
Señores, ¿saben qué hora es? Es la hora de los relevos. Por favor, estar preparados para ello.
All right, welcome back to the National Aquatic Center. We are into the last segment of the program tonight, and that's the 4x200 meter relays for the 15 to 17 and 18 and over categories. Coming up first are the girls. The girls relay in the 15 to 17. It's Panama in lane 1, Trinidad and Tobago in 2, Jamaica 3, Aruba 4, Puerto Rico 5, Honduras 6, and Costa Rica rounds off the field in lane 7.
Ahora tenemos al equipo femenino, chicas de 15 a 17 años, 4 por 200 metros, carrera de relevo en estilo libre de nado. En la primera línea tenemos a Panamá, segunda Trinidad, Jamaica, Aruba, Puerto Rico, Honduras en 6 y Costa Rica en 7.
And races off. Aruba is definitely a team to beat here with the team of Timmer, Elizabeth Timmer, Anahi Schroeders, Kelly Maduro, and Florence Koch. They're a strong team. Expected to be the ones who will have everybody aim with the target on their backs. But at the 50-meter mark, Pastrana of Honduras is in front, just marginally ahead of Jamaica and Aruba. From lanes 3, 4, 5, and 6 are in a line coming into the 100-meter mark here, starting with Jamaica, Aruba, Puerto Rico, and Honduras. Jamaica takes the lead with Brittany Williams pushing a bit on the third lap and trying to establish her lead and get a nice lead for her team. Timmer is fighting back, so is Rodriguez of Puerto Rico, and lane 6 Pastrana is also breathing on that side and seeing her competition, being able to judge to see where the competition and how fast she has to pick up her pace. She turns actually second behind Brittany of Jamaica, who's ahead in lane 3. Brittany of Jamaica has taken a slight lead, maintained that slight lead. Pastrana, lane 6, has Honduras in second. The Puerto Ricans seem to have taken third from Aruba, who's right there, a body length behind Williams of Jamaica. Jamaica is coming into the wall first, and she transitions now. Less than half a second ahead of Honduras in lane 6. Aruba, the fastest seed, is actually in 4th position, just behind lane 5, Puerto Rico. And Anahi Schroeders will have to claw this one back for Aruba to get back into contention. But Jamaica has now been caught at the 250 mark by Anohi Barrett of Jamaica, is still just marginally ahead of Marisa Lugo of Puerto Rico, with Honduras represented by Borriello in 3rd. Aruba is still about body lengths and a half off the leaders, who are now Puerto Rico in lane 5, with Lugo flipping first at the 300-meter mark of this relay. Borriello of Honduras picks up her speed on the 3rd lap, but Lugo is not conceding and is maintaining her pace. She's still a body length ahead. Schroeders is trying to relegate Jamaica to 4th, but Barrett is fighting on, pulling to the other side of lane 3 to get away from Schroeders, feeding off her drag. On last lap of the second leg, Lugo of Puerto Rico is in the lead. Borriello of Honduras is in second, a body length behind. The other two teams have dropped off quite some distance, with Jamaica still ahead of Aruba, as Lugo approaches the wall for the 3rd leg and hands over right now ahead of Honduras and Jamaica, some 7 seconds behind the leaders, with Aruba even a second further back. At the head of the pack is the Jesus of Puerto Rico. She's keeping a nice high tempo, breathing bilaterally. That's every 3 strokes, breathing on each side. Nice rhythmic feel to her pace right now. It's comfortable enough. Ahead of Martinez and Honduras in 6, while Maduro is challenging Sinclair, Angara Sinclair of Jamaica for third, and actually has gone past her 50 meters out from the halfway mark of this leg. But up front, De Jesus. She's really putting some distance now between herself and the Hondurans. Nearly a 4-second lead. And it's back even further. 5 seconds, 4 seconds further to Aruba. De Jesus maintaining that nice rhythmic stroke. Breathing every 3 strokes. Every 4, every 2 now. Breathing to one side. She brings bilaterally there, turns at the 150 mark of her leg. 5:50.64. She is comfortably ahead. Now 6 seconds ahead, some 6 seconds ahead of Honduras, with Aruba charging to reach Honduras and closing the gap quickly is Maduro as she turns on the kicks in this last 50 meters and is challenging for second position. But up front, De Jesus has given a team a commanding, I would say, 8 to 10 seconds, right? It's 8 seconds lead. And as she goes past the first 25 of this final leg. Aruba was actually second by 0.04, 400ths of a second, while Jamaica fell back to fourth. But there's no stopping Puerto Rico at this point. Celisma Guzman looks strong and is a commanding lead, nearly 15 meters ahead of both Honduras and Aruba. Aruba's leg is being swum by Florence Koch, and Honduras' leg is being swum by Pastrana. But there's no stopping Celisma Guzman of Puerto Rico, even though she has tired a bit. It's quite a significant enough lead. She leads by at least 12 meters now. They have managed to close it as Honduras, Pastrana, and Aruba's Koch. There's just right now 75 meters to go in the race. Pastrana of Honduras is eating up the pool a bit. She has closed that lead down to under 10 meters right now. She is actually making ground, considerably so, on Guzman of Puerto Rico. And it's now the lead is down to 6 meters. Guzman turns for home. She will have to maintain it as Pastrana is still fighting and clawing back. Still fighting back in lane 6 for Honduras. But Guzman seems to have done enough. Pastrana's effort seems to have petered out. And Guzman is now under the flag 5 meters to go and will touch for the goal for Puerto Rico, 8:43. Second is Honduras, 8:47.02. And third, Florence Koch. Trinidad and Tobago is way back in 7th position. Their leg, Jada Chav Titio, is now 50 meters from the finish. Pressure well down the line. And they will take 7th spot. And grab, more importantly, 2 points towards the Trinidad and Tobago team's effort.
En primer lugar tenemos a el equipo de Puerto Rico, en segundo quedó el equipo de Honduras y de tercero quedó el equipo de Aruba en los 4x200 metros carrera de relevo en estilo libre. Ahora voy a presentar los equipos de los chicos 15-17 años, 4x200 metros estilo libre en relevo. Costa Rica estará en la primera fila, en la segunda tenemos a Honduras, en la tercera República Dominicana, en la cuarta Puerto Rico, en la quinta Trinidad y Tobago, la sexta Barbados y en la séptima Surinam.
Getting ready for the start. Team Tito's is being led off by Commonwealth Youth Games qualifier Jaron Thompson, lane 5. Thompson's off. He gets a great breakout as usual. Very strong part of his racing, first 50 meters. But this is a bit longer than that, 200 meters. So we'll have to see how he goes. Right now he's still at the lead at the 45 meter mark, going into the wall. He turns in first position, 27-13, ahead of Jan Colasso of Puerto Rico, of Irvin Hust of Suriname in 2. And Barbados' Jack Kirby in 3, lane 3. Pace has settled a bit. Thompson still has a lead. Really trying to stretch out that stroke and keep his rhythm. Going to one side, rate his right as he approaches the halfway mark here. On his outside is Carl Vasquez of Honduras, who has put his team in second behind Thompson now. Thompson, with a nice breakout, has established temporarily a 1 body length lead, but the other swimmers are starting to claw back, as is Puerto Rico's Jan Colasso, who is clawing into that lead. He's making up some ground. He's picked up his stroke rate. He's picking up. Thompson is swimming a strong race. He's really holding out, trying hard for Trinidad and Tobago, and he maintains the lead just slightly so in lane 5, ahead of Suriname's Irvin Hust. Brian Alvarez of Costa Rica is also coming to contention. It's 7-6 teams across the pool, as Collazo of Puerto Rico, he really wants to give his team a lead. He has really picked up his legs and arms, getting into the wall, and has established a half a body, now body length lead ahead of Trinidad and Tobago's Graham Chatur. And Barbados who is also in 3rd position. Barbados is being represented there by, we haven't seen the name come up, but while that first lap has been going on, lane 6, Caceres of Honduras is pushing into 3rd place behind Trinidad and Tobago's Graham Chatur. Barbados is now in 4th, Honduras has relegated Barbados to 4th. Lane 5, lane 6, Honduras' Caceres is 7. Lane Caceres is, he's way behind. It's lane 7's Valverde of Costa Rica, who is challenging for 2nd on Graham Chatur. Puerto Rico maintains their lead with Andrew Augusta, who earlier tonight won a bronze medal in the men's 100-meter freestyle. Graham Chatur is picking up his speed. He's notably picked up his stroke rate. In lane 7, Valverde is running him down. Chatur is clawing into Acosta's lead. Costa turns first at the 150 mark of this leg. Valverde 3rd. Chatur is trying really hard on this last thing to keep Trinidad in contention to see if they can win a gold medal. Oh, Acosta is tiring. Chatur is coming. Chatur has passed him at the 50-meter mark. Acosta has tired significantly. Chatur will give Trinidad and Tobago a half body length lead at the halfway mark at the start of the 3rd leg. It was a 19/100 second lead. In the water for Puerto Rico is Harold Arroyo, who has reestablished the lead for Puerto Rico. T.T. Kaliok is doing business on the 3rd leg for Trinidad and Tobago, with Costa Rica's Daniel Retana all the way out in lane 7, also trying to have a play in this event. Arroyo has easily reestablished Puerto Rico's lead. He's gone 2 body lengths ahead. He's doing very strong. Seems like he's going to even extend that further as York struggles to keep pace with him. And at the 100-meter mark of his leg, he is more than 3 body lengths ahead now. While York's second place is under threat from Retana in Costa Rica, who is competing with him in lane 7. Puerto Rico's Arroyo is going strongly. He approaches the 150-meter mark of his leg. Takes the wall quickly. 5:22.69. He is more than 6 seconds, or about 6 seconds ahead of Costa Rica, who has edge ahead of York. Retana is ahead of York. York is trying to fight back on the last length. Retana is also fighting on the outside to make sure he keeps Costa Rica ahead. But out front, Puerto Rico is in command of this race as they transition onto the anchor leg here. Just 4 more laps of the pool left in this race. Meanwhile, Costa Rica has established a body length and a half lead with Trinidad's strongest swimmer in this event, Emil, going into the water third. At the head of the pack, though, is Alexis Soto of Puerto Rico. Soto has no trouble out in front. Once he can keep his pace, he will more than likely see Puerto Rico out to another gold medal. Race is on for second, though. Gorin is swimming patiently, trying to stretch his stroke out, keep that nice long distance per stroke. Right, not over race at first 100, so he can have a strong charge. Costa Rica's Douglas Alfaro is really cycling his arms here. He may be in a bit of trouble once going turns for this last 100. Duane has caught him and passed him with some good underwater work, has moved ahead and looks to have sealed Trinidad and Tobago's silver medal with that turn of speed, turn of pace at the 100-meter mark. Out front, Soto has turned for the final lap of this 4x200 men's 15 and 17 event. He's well ahead. At 25 meters to go, Alex Soto is in no trouble of being overhauled by Goin, who has put enough water between himself and Costa Rica's Alfaro to ensure Trinidad and Tobago will take a silver medal behind Soto and Puerto Rico's gold medal performance. Goin touches the wall now in 7:59.14. Costa Rica's Alfaro touching in 8:03.95 for the bronze.
Para la carrera de los chicos, 15-17 años, carrera de relevo en estilo libre, 4x200 metros. El primer lugar se lo lleva Puerto Rico con un tiempo de 7:51.02. El segundo lugar se lo lleva Trinidad y Tobago, 7:59.14. Y el tercer lugar se lo lleva Costa Rica con un tiempo de 8:03.95. Ahora para anunciarles el evento número 107, penúltimo evento de hoy. Chicas mayores de 18 años, 4x200 metros, carrera de relevo al estilo libre. En la segunda fila tenemos al equipo de Costa Rica. En la tercera, el equipo de Trinidad y Tobago. Cuarto, Honduras. En la quinta fila, Guatemala. Y sexta, Panamá.
All right, Trinidad in this race. They're in this race. Like a scratch. Trinidad on 3. All right, and it's Team Trinidad and Tobago is being led off by Megan Charles. Megan Charles, 27 years old. She's going to lead off for Trinidad in lane 3, while Karen Velorio of Honduras has already taken a lead in lane 4. Out in lane 6, Corrales of Panama is right there, turning just behind Velorio. Actually, Murillo of Costa Rica turned fractionally ahead of Vilorio in second and third place respectively. At 75 meter mark, Vilorio is maintaining that lead. In lane 5, Fernanda of Guatemala is stroking her way back in the contention. She has caught Corrales of Panama, while Murillo of Costa Rica lane 2 has faded a bit. But there's no doubt who the leader is. Vilorio of Honduras, who turned in 103.70, is breathing bilaterally, keeping tabs on her competition on both sides. But the danger is certainly going to come from lanes 5 and 6 on this leg, with Fernando of Guatemala and Corrales of Puerto Rico making a push and pressing up for the lead. Despite that though, Vilorio maintains a lead. It's about 0.8 of a second ahead of new second place team Guatemala and Fernanda. And Panama's Corrales has been relegated to third spot. Vilorio is coming into the wall to hand Team Honduras body length lead. Not that significant in this kind of race, but good enough for them to be ahead of the quarter mark. 25% of the race is over. Julimar Abela took over for Honduras. She has quickly stretched out that lead to over 4 body lengths, as trying to put some water between her and the rest of the competitors and assure that this race is over as a contest for Honduras. In lane 5 and 6, Claudia of Guatemala and Navarrete are in a stroke-for-stroke battle for second. But Avila is comfortably ahead, I would say about 5 body lengths. 15 meters to go to the halfway mark in the second leg of 4x 200 girls 50, 80 and over freestyle relay. Fourth is Hernandez of Costa Rica. Trinidad Tobago is somewhere behind. Actually, they're about 40 meters behind the leaders, with Shania David doing duties for Trinidad on the second leg. Back to the race though, and Abila has gone into a 10-meter lead now, ahead of Claudia of Guatemala. Claudia of Guatemala has managed to put some distance between her and Navarrete of Panama. But it's Abila out front. Abila looks quite tired, but she's in no danger of being overhauled by any of her pursuing opponents. They is comfortably enough as she comes under the flags here. 5 meters to go, and hands over at the 400-meter mark of this, halfway mark of this relay. Second is Panama. Second is Guatemala. Third is Panama. Out front, Paredes has stroked away to about a 15 to 70 meter lead. She turns now. Pursuing her is Alejandra of Guatemala, and Murua of Panama. Third. In lane 2, Catalina Torres has put Costa Rica back in contention for one of the minor medals, but she is now about a body length behind Murua of Panama in lane 6 in 4th position. And Trinidad and Tobago is in 5th place in this 5-team race. Out front, Paredes maintaining the pace. She is comfortable with her, not being challenged. She's just trying to keep up her work. Breathing every other stroke. Bringing to her right. Going up on a penultimate lap of this 200-meter leg. And she has surged to a 20-meter lead over Murua, who has passed Alejandra of Guatemala, while Costa Rica Torres is also looking to subject Alejandra of Guatemala to 4th place and has done so. But with 25 meters to go on this 3rd leg, Paredes is keeping up her work. She's going to give her team a substantial lead. She's miles ahead, really, of the pursuing Panama in person Marua and Costa Rica's Torres, who has done well to get Costa Rica back into medal contention. Ana 14 of Honduras with a windmill-like stroke is maintaining Honduras' lead, which is now about 20 meters, with Far of Panama threatening to close it down in lane 6, and Costa Rica's Quesada 3rd. Meanwhile, lead has been cut to about 12 meters at 14. Oh, 14 seems to be tiring a bit. She recently tired, but she is still. Oh, this could be close. This looks like at the halfway mark. 14 is still in front, but the lead is now down to about 10 meters. With Far from Panama turning now 8 seconds behind, and Guatemala's Gabriela Santis in 3rd, just ahead, 200ths of a second ahead of Quesada. The threat now seems to be coming from Gabriela Guatemala, who's making a strong charge. Oh my God, the lead is down to about 5 meters. 5 meters, and with 55 meters to go, Front is still in her front, but she is tiring quickly, and Gabriela is closing quickly. Gabriela turns. She is only now 2 seconds behind Gabriela. 14. 14 is tiring, but Tony has picked up her stroke rate. Is she doing enough? Gabriela Guatemala is putting a move on Frontine. This is incredible. Gabriela has caught 14. Gabriela scored 14. She's passing 14. Gabriela has 14 with her size and a stroke to the lead and to the win for a come from behind victory there for Guatemala. 14 was second for Honduras in 9:02.56, while Costa Rica played their hand lead for a bronze medal with Quesada.
Para las chicas mayores de 18 años, 4 por 200 metros, estilo libre. En primer lugar tenemos al equipo de Guatemala, en segundo lugar quedó el equipo de Honduras y en tercer lugar quedó el equipo de Costa Rica. El tiempo del equipo de Guatemala fue de 9 minutos 1:25, el tiempo del equipo de Honduras fue 9:02:56 y el de Costa Rica fue de 9 minutos 3:86.
Heartfelt thanks to all of our sponsors. We have the Ministry of Sport and Youth Affairs, Powerade, Dasani, Sports Company of Trinidad and Tobago, Subway, First Citizens, Massey Stores, Adnet, Lisa Communications, Dasani, Powergen, Holiday Snacks, Astral Pools. Congratulations to Team Guatemala, winner of the female 18 and over 4x200 meter freestyle. So now we have the final race of the night. We have lane 3, Costa Rica, lane 4, Puerto Rico, and lane 5, Team Trinidad and Tobago. This is a 4x200 meter freestyle for males 18 and over.
Ahora con la última carrera de la noche, solo 3 equipos concursando. En la tercera fila tenemos a Costa Rica, le sigue Puerto Rico y de final, en la última fila, la quinta, tenemos a Trinidad y Tobago.
So this is 4x200 meter freestyle. In the pool first for Team Trinidad and Tobago, it's Shabari Batiste, and we see behind him waiting for their start is Jonathan Farrar of Team Trinidad and Tobago. This is the final race for the night, 4x200 meter races. Following this, we will try to get the team scores through. There won't be any medal presentation. The medal presentation for the 4x200 meter relay will be tomorrow, before the first event. Action starts from 5:30 p.m. tomorrow with medal presentations. But of course, that will be preceded by some more finals in diving. Team Trinidad and Tobago's Alyssa Ramlakan, gold medalist in diving. We'll have the final, the platform dives tomorrow. Trinidad and Tobago has been performing very creditably in these CCCAN championships, mounting the podium and giving our Spanish-speaking counterparts good competition at this very fast National Aquatic Center in Balmain, Vancouver. This is day number 4 of the CCCAN Championships. It started on the 22nd of June with water polo from the 22nd to the 28th. The swimming starting on the 28th, going straight till July 2nd. We also had the open water competition in 24th and 26th in Turtle Beach, Tobago. We also had the diving competition starting on the 30th, with synchronized starting on the 29th tonight, or this evening. The awards were given out for synchronized swimming, and Team Aruba had the lion's share of the medals and emerged the champion team in synchronized swimming overall, amassing the most points in that category. At Trinidad and Tobago during CCCAN, we have had some excellent performances. Our water polo team, 18 and under male, ran away with the silver at the water polo championships. Our senior team performed very creditably with a 5th place finish. The senior female team, returning after a very long hiatus, was 5th and the seller position in that division. However, it was a very creditable performance by the team. Back to the action in the water today. We also had Dylan Carter, who did swim this morning, but unfortunately had some slight discomfort in his shoulder, so he is out for today. And he is expected to be representing Trinidad and Tobago at the World Championships in Hungary in the next 2 weeks. So, of course, in an effort to give an excellent performance there, and as a precautionary measure, he scratched this afternoon. But we look forward to great performances for him, and he has been leading the way with Team TTO with some excellent performances. Tonight we had several great performances from Team TTO. As we take back to the action in the water, it's Team Puerto Rico in the lead at this point in time. Comfortable lead of about 7 seconds ahead of the rest of the pack, with Trinidad and Tobago and Costa Rica in 2nd and 3rd. So we're going off to the 3rd handover for Team Puerto Rico. Third handover for Team Puerto Rico, and they're off. Now we go to Costa Rica and Trinidad and Tobago. This is the 4x200 meter freestyle relay for males 18 and over. In the water for Team Trinidad and Tobago right now is Sachin Sanka. And ending it off for Team Trinidad and Tobago will be Joshua Romani. Joshua Romani, who won silver earlier tonight. He also won gold in the 50 meter butterfly yesterday in a new CCCAN record. Exciting day of competition over the past few days. There's Puerto Rico turning. This is the third length. He has just finished 100 meters, followed by Costa Rica and Team Trinidad and Tobago, Sasha and Sanka. Only 3 teams in this event. Only 3 teams in this event, but seeing a very strong race from Puerto Rico, leading the way by about 5 body lengths over the rest of the pack, turning already and coming down. No other team has turned so far for the final 50 of this third leg, and we now have Team Costa Rica touching the wall. Team Trinidad and Tobago now touching. Puerto Rico is now opening up the gap even further on the pack. Getting ready for the last length of the sport, last leg of the sport by 200 meter freestyle relay. Puerto Rico. And now it's Costa Rica. It's going to take a performance from Joshua Romani if Trinidad and Tobago is to graduate from the 3rd position to 2nd position. So we are in the water for Team Trinidad and Tobago is Joshua Romani. But this race has been led all the way by Puerto Rico in lane number 4. If the board is correct, it's Luis Flores for Team Puerto Rico and Arnoldo Herrera for Costa Rica. Joshua Romani for Team Trinidad and Tobago. And Romani has actually closed the gap a bit with Costa Rica, but it's still a good way away in this 200 meter freestyle. Trinidad and Tobago not having as much success in these 4x200s as they have had in the other relays. Joshua Romani now turning on his first 100. This is the last 100 of this 4x200 meter freestyle relay. And Team Trinidad and Tobago is in 3rd out of the 3 teams. With Puerto Rico taking the lead at the end of the last night. Trinidad and Tobago was ahead by about 25 points. Let's see what happens at the end of tonight. So it's Team Puerto Rico with just 25 meters more to go in this race. And winning the last race of today, 4x200 meter freestyle, it's Team Puerto Rico, followed by Team Costa Rica. And bringing up the rear, it's Team Trinidad and Tobago.
En esta carrera de 3 equipos, el primer lugar se lo lleva Puerto Rico 7:54,88, el segundo Costa Rica 8:01,99 y el tercero Trinidad y Tobago 8:12 planos.
Referees and officials standing to make their exit. And again, thank you for all of your help and your expertise on the pool deck.
So now we have the march off of the officials. March up of the officials who have been doing human service, a lot of them volunteers. Over the course of the 11 days of this competition, we have had a lot of volunteers who have come out and supported these games. Then they support the Team Trinidad and Tobago, then they support the Trinidad and Tobago on the whole, because the CCCAN Championships, it's a big national event. We have had, tonight we had an almost sold out crowd. So if you want to get pieces of the action tomorrow, you need to come here early and get your ticket. Your ticket entitles you to, it's a day pass, so you're entitled to the entire day of competition, where swimming starts at 9 o'clock in the morning. We have diving at 11:30, and then the swimming finals in the evening at 5:30 p.m. right here at the National Aquatic Center in Balmain, Cuba. Tickets are available at the National Aquatic Center. Tomorrow you can get the very limited tickets available, and you don't have to worry about what to eat, what to drink. We have concessions here on the outside and on the inside, so you can make it a whole day for your family. It's just $100 per adults for the entire day of competition, and $30 for kids. I'd like to thank our sponsors. We have Subway, Powerade, Astral Pools, Tasani, the Ministry of Sport, and Youth Affairs.